David Winter has been digging into this case. He is live at Children's Hospital with what we are learning about the suspect. David.
Well, Paul, the 27-year-old, he faces decades behind bars if he's found guilty. We're told that he would take his patients here to Children's in Liberty Township and also to their appointments at the campuses closer to downtown. And we're told that he said he was an intern at the hospital. We're also told by his employers and parents that everyone here seemed to know him. The state attorney general early this morning had the Franklin County Sheriff's arrest Martez Morris. His grand jury indictment shows charges of endangering children, impersonating a nurse, Medicaid fraud, identity fraud, and several other charges. It states from September 2015 all the way through just a couple of weeks ago, he administered care to patients claiming he was a licensed nurse.
And I've seen his notes, nursing notes. He writes like a nurse. He does the job of a nurse, and he was taking care of the babies like a nurse. So, I mean, I had no clue.
The owner of Target Home Healthcare in Springdale employed Morris up until 2 weeks ago when investigators came knocking. She showed them all the documentation, including the name he gave for his licensing verification.
It says Morris, Kathleen M. So that M, I thought that was Martez, since he said that the Kathleen was his middle name, that they kind of switched it.
She described the kinds of care he administered without a single complaint from patients.
One of the patients that he took care of, the vent machine. That's the machine that helps them breathe. And one of the other child that he was taking care of only had the G-tube, which helped them eat because they can't really swallow. So he was taking care of feeding them through the G-tube, giving them medication through the G-tube, and he was very successful at it.
And this may very well be where Morris became skilled. He worked at Loving Care Transitional in northern Hamilton County on and off for 2 years.
So to be able to assign this nurse to a patient that would require those procedures to be done, that director of nursing will train you on how to do those procedures well.
He was a good student.
Now he was.
Loving Care tells us about a year ago, one of their patients complained to Medicaid that Martez was showing up late to appointments. They started their own investigation and then apparently contacted the Attorney General's office. Now, we don't know exactly how many patients Mr. Morris had cared for over the past several years, but we are told that there wasn't any detrimental care that was given to any of those patients that would have caused them any harm. Reporting live from Liberty Township, David Winter, back to you in the studio.
All right, thank you, Dave.